Exactly 10 days has passed since I glued this up and put this weight on the glass here. I've been out of town. So let's see what we've got here now. And because it was pressed between these two pieces of glass, it's nice and flat. Going to take very little sanding. Now there's literally hundreds of thousands of machines like this one all over the world that guys are using. And I want to show you a little safety tip that I thought of just as I was putting this ring through. I'll show you at the end of this video. I already had this ring mounted in the jig once, and then I realized I'd forgotten to put down a piece of cereal box wax paper. And what would have happened is this ring would have been glued solidly to the jig, and that would not be good. Now the reason I'm using the second set of supports on the smaller piece is because if I don't, it's going to want to slide around once I get the glue on. If I'm careful not to move those supports on the jig when I remove this mahogany disc, I should be able to put it back in exactly the same place after I get the glue on. Now I know it looks like I'm using a way more glue than I need to, and that's because I am. That'll all be removed on the lathe anyway. Better too much than not enough. So you can see how this disc easily slides around on that ring once the glue is in between. The glue sort of acts like a lubricant, and what will happen is the disc will slowly slide into the wrong position, and then it'll set that way, and then I'm screwed. Now here you can see that glue oozing out, and it's really obvious that there's a way too much. But all of that is going to be removed on the lathe later, and it's going to guarantee a real nice bond all the way around. Okay, here's that safety thing I was talking about earlier. When I was running this through, I had my fingers over the edge here to help straighten this out just where I wanted it. And if I wasn't paying attention and it was to go through, a person could get his fingers pinched really good. I don't know if you can remember the old wringer washers that you used to have, and you used to wring your clothes out with a wringer. Well, the wringers used to have a little safety feature that you could sort of hit it with your hand and it would automatically release. And I'm thinking, well, why couldn't I just make some sort of a little device along the edge here so that when your fingers go up and touch it, it breaks the circuit for the drive for the belt. So what I want to do right now is just demonstrate how quickly this conveyor stops once the circuit is broken. So I'll turn it on. You'll notice it stops almost instantly. As soon as the circuit is broken, the conveyor stops. So why not have some sort of a big long switch all the way along here so that when my fingers or anything that shouldn't be going through there that's too high touches it, it breaks the circuit. So you may be thinking to yourself, why doesn't he tell the tool manufacturer about that? Well, I already did. We'll see what happens.